Hi Sinead, sorry I only saw your messages after I must have gone off or put it on. And you're very stressed out, you haven't heard anything back from the housing. Oh sweetheart. Hi Chloe. God, you're all in early tonight. I just thought I'd come on a minute early. Give everybody a chance to come in and we get all the highs out of the way. And oh Lord, anyone do anything exciting this week? I made it back from my mum's. I was down at my mum's watching Carol throw lamb over bloody fences. A bit hectic. So it's only myself and Kerry in the house now. So we're staying up, I think, until the 23rd. I'm trying to think, Father's Day, isn't that what's coming up? Hi Peggy. And I'm getting my jab. I got a date for my jab for Monday. So we were going to go down on the Tuesday. And we decided, Kerry said, no, leave it a day. Make sure you're feeling up to it for the long drive. So I said, oh, okay. So hi, Peggy, Chloe. Everybody's arriving in. But yeah, so made it down to a very last minute decision to go to my mum's. What you call it? It was her birthday and we were going to wait until Monday to go down. And I know Sinead, I know Pet. I have the list of birthdays here. All donate. See? It's a girl called Fiona who normally watches the lives. She doesn't talk, but it's her birthday today as well. She's the big 50. Does it take long to get down to Mum's? It takes about 2.5 hours to get to Galway from here, Galway City. And then it's probably another, I would do it in an hour and 15 minutes. But if you don't know the road, you'd probably do it in about an hour and a half after that. So about 3.5 hours. 3.5, yeah, about 3.5 to 4 hours. But then we'd stop and get coffee on the way and the usual rubbish when we're all traveling down. But it's I mean, once you get there, it's so worth it. Like it's paradise. I mean, your what you call it, your mobile phone, I mean, barely works down there. Well, the place where my mum is, there's a little hill at the side of my mum's house, and if I want really good signal, I have to run up the hill. Yeah. Hi Mum. There's Mum popping in. It's so funny, she has it set up where we come up on her TV. I think it's hilarious. So yeah, when I was down at my mum's, the weather wasn't great. I think we got one good day of weather. The rest was all raining. And I'm texting Kerry going, it's lashing rain, we can't go out. And Kerry's going, it's 22-degree heat, Mum. She said, I can't go out. But Kerry's actually upstairs. She came in and ran upstairs. But she got her nails done. Beautiful. They're like, I'll show them to you when she comes down. But she got like a V done in them, like a French tip, but in a V with, I think it's blue. It's lovely. Yeah, Mum has air, and Carol bought a booster thing for the internet that he plugs into the wall. And Mum will join us then on well, I'm hoping she joins us for the live stream. She mightn't. She'll have to change her hairdressing day though. She goes to hairdress on a Friday. She'll have to go on a Thursday instead so she can come on the live. Grandma. Show them your nails. Just tell them about your nails.
Scooch.
Oh, scooch.
Scooch.
I moved.
Hello, peeps. My peeps. Look, I got my nails did. Look at them. They're so beautiful. Look at them. They're so beautiful.
Siobhan, actually, funny, she was showing me when she was when I was down there. She has your old address and your old house phone number in her old address book. Hey Joseph, you're not late. I started. We're still only saying hi to everybody. So And poor old Kerry, oh, do you want me to open your can?
Thank you.
Yeah, Siobhan. I'll copy it out and I'll send it to you and you can see it. Yeah, I thought it was quite funny. So it was. Kerry got a new Fanta drink.
It's Fanta pineapple.
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 Yeah, it's a long time since she's been able to get her nails done.
December?
Yeah, since she started working, obviously you're not allowed to have them in the care home.
Yes,
So, look, where'd you go?
What do you have?
Here, I brought my glasses so I could read the comments.
Eh.
I think I'm blind. Oh.
I did try blue Fanta, but it
Was that the one
that you didn't like?
I couldn't drink. I kept gagging every time I drank it.
It, to me, tastes like blue raspberry, like cotton candy-ish. It's not sweet. It's kind of bitter.
I didn't like it now, I have to say.
The peach Fanta you liked, though.
Peach Fanta.
Do you remember?
Yes, the peach Fanta. And I enjoyed the exotic.
Yeah.
Do you know what drink I think is very underrated? Lilt.
Lilt, yeah.
I like Lilt.
They
That's
used to
the
have
one
them
drink.
in work. And
The totally tropical taste.
they have passion fruit. No, it's not passion fruit. It's like grapefruit and
Sinead
pineapple.
loves the peach one as well.
Yeah, it is a nice one.
Yeah, she likes the pineapple. Can I taste it?
Yeah. You don't taste
Oh,
pineapple.
that is
so it's
nice,
strong.
actually, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually gone very hard to find, but we have a Centra here that
Has Lilt, yeah.
has Lilt. It has grape flavored Fanta, strawberry, peach, pineapple, blue. Loads of different ones. It's just like,
I know. I like my Lilt, and I like what else do I like? Lemon. I love lemon. And I love lemon cake or anything like that, but I hate, when they say it's lemon cake and it's like piss arsey taste. It's
like the Madeleines, the little French ones we got them. They were lemon flavored.
But they were kick-ass lemon.
No, that wasn't.
No, you talking about the sponge ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they were like, they're
Glennis
lemon,
does
but
a
they're not.
fabulous lemon curd cake.
Yeah, I like lemon. If it's going to be lemon, be lemon. I've never seen the peach. Oh, I have seen the peach.
They're in Centra.
Yeah, but they're hard enough to get.
But the Centra that we have, like in one of the estates, it's big. Like it's big-ish because
it's like one of those big Euro ones. It's huge.
Yeah, it's huge. Like it's nearly the same size as a Spar.
I love Lilt as well, Peggy. And I love it really, really cold. Really cold. And I'm not I wouldn't have my drinks really cold. There's some people like cold and then loads of ice. I can't do that.
What was that thing that we got? Was it from Lidl or Aldi? It was the Italian lemon drink. Sparkling lemonade, but it was like really pungent.
Don't know.
Sarah's here.
Sarah?
Yeah, the grape one tastes kind of weird. We had them in America.
Everything in America can taste funny.
What? We went to 7-Eleven. And the only reason I went to 7-Eleven, and the only reason I dragged my mum in is because I kept saying it was in all these vlogs of people. And they always went to 7-Eleven. When I walked in, the first thing I saw was like a counter. And the counter had like, those ovens where they keep the food warm?
Yeah.
And the flies on the food.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, no, thank you. Bye-bye.
Didn't we buy loads of crap for your dad? What you call it? Protein bars or something. He wanted protein bars or something. I don't know what he was doing.
We went to CVS for them.
Did we?
CVS was across the road from the hotel. I went in there and we got loads of crappy. I thought CVS was a pharmacy. But do you remember where we were in the hotel? Like across the road.
7-Eleven food is not fun, Joseph. Definitely not fun.
Their slushies were good though.
Yeah, their slushies actually were very good. Oh, excuse me. But
they had
see, America's been taken off the quarantine list now.
It was taken off back in May.
May, yeah. We have a cousin who is desperate to get home from America. Oh, okay. Sorry, Chloe, I had to read that. So you have a 7-Eleven, but it's not the same. Yeah.
When we used to go to America, I think what would be really good this time is we're meant to be going in December.
Yes.
For
Christmas.
For Christmas. So we'll do like big vlogs and stuff. Hopefully. Hopefully, if
And
it
how are you going to
allows-
edit them?
You need to get a laptop, don't you? For Christmas Day?
Yeah. Who will I ask, Auntie? Which we're meant to be going the 17th of December, and we're meant to be coming back
January something.
16th of January, and then Carl's home for a month, and then he's meant to be going skiing to
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. No, we will. I'll be vlogging while I'm over there. Will you just grab my new camera? Till I showed them the size of my new camera.
You missed your camera last week.
No.
Are
no,
you sure?
Positive. I didn't have it last week.
You did.
I didn't have my new camera last week.
You did. You showed it to me.
Yeah, you.
We went shopping.
Thank you. I was meant to be going on a... Oh no, that's tomorrow. I was going to say I was meant to be going on a date tomorrow, but I think that's cancelled. It's in my handbag. It's like in the Kipling pencil case. I got a new camera because my other one is grand if I'm sitting at home here like this now, but it powers off every 15 minutes because it overheats. So we decided, I decided I was getting a new camera, and I went and got one, but Carl had, no, it's in a, oh, it could be in there, Kerry, sorry, love. But I said to Carl, no, it's not, I took it out. It's in like a Kipling black and red pencil case.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
And she's right, okay. And I got this camera, but it's really, really small and really discreet. It'd be about maybe that size. Like you can hold it in your hand. And the what you call it. Yeah, that's, oh look, she found it. But it's meant to be one of these super duper ones, right? That allows you to do everything and anything with it. Isn't it? Yeah. That's the size of the little camera. But it means now, if I go into a shop, it's only small. So now I can be discreet.
She's an international super spy.
Okay. And oh, you got a good deal on a Canon. See, I got a Sony. The Sony I have is very good and it has the flip out screen and everything, Sarah. But it overheats so easy. Yeah, that's when I first used it, Joseph. You're right. Sorry, love. You're right. But that's the size of it. Now this is with an add-on and all on it, like. And all the accessories come inside the carry case. And that's your tripod then is on there. And this is an add-on to make it a little bit longer. But I got that because I was thinking if I go on holidays, it'd be great for
Shopping.
You know, going through the airport or going shopping or anything. I'm not having to take out my phone and hold it. Or because you look very obvious when you stand there with a phone going, look at this. Sorry, Kerry. Oh, and there was a complaint put in about my Tesco food shop. Your grandmother said I didn't go slow enough. I whizzed by the what you call it?
Food.
Special offers too quick. She couldn't see them.
There's no Tesco's near Grandma though.
Yeah, but she would have called me and told me what to buy. Anyway, not to worry. But yeah, as you can see, shopping with Kerry was like shopping with a 2-year-old. Every time I turn around, she'd done like a Houdini and just bolted off somewhere. It was easier when she was 2. You know, you used to put them in the trolley.
I'd sit in the trolley with them.
Yeah. It's weird, Siobhan. It does 4K video, and it does don't know,
Pictures, panoramas,
panoramas,
Still
pictures,
photos.
everything in 4K. And it's just funny because you can actually I keep it in a pencil case just to throw into my bag. That's how small it is, and that's with mics and everything on. So if any of you are looking for one, it's actually a good camera, but it's tiny and the screen is small. Yeah, I saw that, Sarah. There's a couple of people putting thumbs down on it. There's one girl I fell out with, and we fell out because she commented first, but she asked me a question
in Spanish.
And I couldn't answer. I sort of had the gist of what she was saying, but I wanted Kerry to answer her back in Spanish because I thought it was manners. You asked me a question in Spanish, I will reply in Spanish. And I answered, someone else asked me something obviously in English, and I answered them in English, and she got a huff and said to me, you know, I was first to comment and it was so rude. You never commented back on me. And I was just like, I am so sorry. I thought I was doing what was right by.
I don't know why you're apologizing.
Well, I'm not apologizing. No, I'm saying to them that
never apologize. Even though you did, you don't.
I know, but I did feel terrible because she did comment first, and fair enough. But I'll comment if it's a quick question, I'll answer it. If it's a more complex question that I have to sit down and think about or type out, obviously it's going to take me longer to answer. So, but yeah, and I know for a while she kept coming back and kept thumbs down and went back through my videos and thumbs down a load of them. So I just went, right, whatever. Okay. If that's what's keeping you happy,
petulance.
You do that, love, you know.
It's not what we call it. Petulance.
Oh, what's happening? I have to put my glasses again. We've missed something, Kerry. You're meant to be keeping her reading these.
I'm very distracted.
The only thing is Siobhan's keeping up with everything. She's good like that. Okay, let me go back. Joseph, we're hoping to go over ASAP. We haven't been to our family there. I know, Joseph, it's hard. People are just having travel. And then they're allowing flights in, but we still can't leave the country. We still can't leave the country.
And they've gotten rid of the mandatory vaccine for some countries. Like most of Africa is still on the quarantine list.
But they haven't
United
done
States
vaccines. They haven't really kicked in with the vaccines.
The UK is still on there, I think.
Yeah, but they've got a huge upsurge in that Indian variant.
Yeah.
Oh, well, please God, Joseph, you get over soon. How's the dating going?
I think they're real.
I'm done. I'm really done. Like.
I was done 2 weeks ago. Now look at me.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's not. I mean, there's one guy that I see if I'm passing his way, and he's free and I'm free, we might meet up. Lies. But like, would I go out of my way to go over and sort of go, yeah, that's it, we're done? Not really, Kerry. Not really. There's Mr. Construction Man, who was up in Knock.
Oh, saying his prayers.
Yeah, saying his prayers. But he, it was the weirdest thing actually. He texted me and said, because obviously he knew I was going. Yeah, I'm fairly hanging off, Kerry, as well.
You need to turn.
I need to turn. Okay, let me turn my chair first, and then look at this. We'll interlock the chairs. There we go.
That's what we keep trying to do. Now.
So he was up at Knock, and obviously when you're texting, I was saying to me, I'm going into my mum's. And as I said, a very last minute thing. And he ended up getting sent to a job that was like Mancross, 20 miles away from my mum's. And I was like, hell no. So I booted up the road. I actually saw him and he flashed, obviously, his lights. And sort of waved, fucking kept going. But that was funny. But no, nothing major happening. That's as good as the dating is getting.
I've had turns.
He, not she. Bob the Builder's back. Bob the Builder was never gone. He was just in Knock, and then he's in Galway, and then I think he's down there for 3 or 4 weeks, and then he's coming back. He's based in Dublin, like. Flash more than that. No, sorry, he didn't, because I saw the van, because it's a very distinctive van with the company logo and stuff on it, and I saw it coming because the road was very straight, and I was just like, oh
no.
And then he was sort of like, hi, and I was like, hello. Ooh.
I recently have gotten a lot of fucking things, excuse my French, but this has been quite annoying because I came down in the middle of the night and I was like, Mum. One of the things I don't get on my Instagram is messages. I never get messages. I got 2 messages last night, and since then I've had more people asking me to collab.
Yeah, sorry, Laura. I didn't even notice. I missed your comment. I can't even find it now. Hang on. Did you find Laura's comment? But
will you stop scrolling so fast?
So we're only looking for Laura. So I'm back up with Kerry for a few days. We've Father's Day coming up, and Kerry texted her. There's one up for you.
I know. Hang on.
Laura, can you put your comments back in? Because
I think it's up there. Yeah.
Sorry, Laura.
There. You look very pretty today. Thank you.
Laura, great suggestion. I'm missing something. Laura, would you do a video and let Kerry give you a makeover with full face makeup and hair done? Oh, that'd be nice.
That would be nice.
That would be nice. Yeah, we do that.
My eyes look really cockeyed because of my eyeliner. Look.
I know. Sorry, we're getting distracted. I read Siobhan's there. I'm waiting for Mick the mechanic. I had a Kevin the mechanic I started talking to, but nipped him in the bud fairly fast. Colin the candle, I haven't had a Colin yet. Eddie the electrician. Was talking to an electrician, but yeah, that didn't work out.
I think I would do an Instagram live, but I've gotten weird on my Instagram. This was the last photo I put up. And since then, I've had 2 people ask me to collab. I've had messages from random men, one of which is very nice. He's very nice. He's a med student. So they've been okay, but it just doesn't happen to me. Like, I don't sit there going, I'm waiting for some random guy to like message me. I'm like,
Laura, would you like that on the live or just a video of it? Because if we did a video, we could have a couple of drinks. Like to have a couple of drinks.
You'd need them.
Yeah, I know, Kerry, you're going to do a big pamper session with Grandma, aren't you, when you
Yeah.
go down? My mum and Kerry would be quite close. You haven't seen Grandma since
January 6th.
January 6th. And I'm the 2, now I'm going to say babies, but you know they're 16 or 17 and 18,
They're babies.
okay? My babies. They're coming back up with me around the 27th of June because they both have orthodontic appointments a week apart. Carl, we think, is getting his braces and Hayley's getting hers tightened.
We think, we don't know.
No, she is getting hers tightened.
She's
She's definitely, because she had the teeth out, so she has to get them tightened. And yeah, Sinead, I will mention that in a minute. And Carl, what they did was they took him in and they did the x-ray, they did everything. And they decided to go for braces, but the orthodontist said to us, he said, I haven't a clue what I'm going to do with his teeth. He said, it's a very complex one. I think that's the words he used. We always thought it was his jaw that was out of alignment, but they said, no, it's his teeth that's making his jaw go out of alignment. So anyway, he has to get them done. But when, obviously he went before Corona all kicked in. And so I don't know if they're going to have to, because it's been sort of a year and a half.
They're probably going to send him for an x-ray again.
Yeah, well, they do the x-rays there and then. And I don't know if they're going to have to reassess him again.
Because I know when...
Sinead, we should set up a WhatsApp group. Yeah, if you want to set up a WhatsApp group, by all means, excuse me, you can private message me if you want on Instagram and we can set it up. There's no problem. I mean, yeah, that's it, Siobhan. And it was because it was the and he's obviously grown so much from being, because they did it when he was 15. Because
no, he just turned 16.
No, because the HSE have to do it before you're 16. So they just did it. He was 15, nearly 16 when they did the x-ray, because they said, well, now he's on the list before his 16th birthday. Well, obviously he's 17 a bit now. So I presume they're going to have to
get him in first. Yeah. That's the whole thing. But I remember the orthodontist was saying...
Oh my God, they're coming up with more ideas. When you keep going.
Like between when the orthodontist saw Hayley, he's like, you've 2 extra canines, this is what we're going to do, yada, yada, yada. Very fixed plan. When he saw Carl, he was a bit like, you've completely different problems.
Yeah, normally they say if they're siblings that your dental problems will tend to be
the same
or similar.
Yeah.
These aren't.
And I've never had braces. I've never had the need for braces. My dentist asked me if I ever had braces, and I said no. And he goes, well, that's good because you've dead straight teeth. Like, they don't overlap. Nothing. The only thing, though, is I'm teething like a baby because I'm getting my wisdom teeth.
Yeah, Laura, I think maybe, I mean, the lives, I love coming on chatting. The problem is I'm trying to think of things to talk about. But if we did like that, the live, like Mum will be on one, maybe will we bring Mum in when? Yeah. I think next week I'm down in Galway, but I'm coming back up and then I'm going back down.
That wasn't me.
No, that was something outside squeaking. Yeah, we could do it on the channel. Or do it here. Jeez. We can have our say. Good God. One thing I have ordered is I've actually ordered a new webcam because this obviously is running in 720 something. And they said that obviously this is old school. My poor computer's going to crank out, I think, at any time. But I've ordered a new webcam, so it'll give a clearer picture as opposed to this fuzzy muzzy. Yeah, we do a makeover. Now, next week we're down in Grandma, so we might bring Grandma in next week.
Yeah.
And then the week after, you're down there with Grandma and you're, oh God, I don't know how this is going to work out. We'll get it sorted. We might actually, is the time okay? Is 9 o'clock okay? Because I know obviously coming into the summer, obviously with the Euro matches as well on, it doesn't help. Bit of a distraction at the moment. But like, would you like it later or earlier or a different day? Like, is Thursday suiting people? Get the wisdom teeth out.
Yeah, no, my
I
dentist,
got all my wisdom teeth out.
My dentist, because so a fun fact about me, my two front teeth are fake. I've never had my own teeth since the age of 8 on these two ones here. So I would go to the dentist every 3.5, 5 years to get the caps replaced.
Oh yeah, the cap. She broke her two front teeth.
And he checked my teeth, and because all the back ones have little gaps in between them, they'll all move and they'll all slot together. And he said there's more than enough room for my wisdom teeth to come up. The first two came down and they were fine. And he said there will be enough room for the bottom ones to come up, because his thing was to not remove them unless they had to be removed. So I don't plan on getting them out. I like them.
I got mine out. It's funny, Sarah, I think I was about 25 when I got them out too. My dad came up and they had awful trouble getting one of them out, and I was very bruised and very swollen. And I remember my dad walking me through the square in Tallaght because I was just out of it. Like, Thursday is perfect for you. That's why. No, I didn't know if he's wanted to move it to a Sunday. You know, obviously now with the kids are going to start getting off school. The days are going to get longer. The kids are going to be out playing longer.
It's weird, kind of like sitting this way and it's light that way ish.
Yeah, it is weird actually. And I have to turn on I've actually ordered a ring light as well. Because we had to do something, because obviously all my lights
I've never really been to the dentist for like urgent issues.
The only time you went to urgent was when you smashed your two front teeth.
Yeah. He actually told me, he said to me, you've lost 70% of that tooth.
Really?
I said, what? And he goes, because when you do the cap, you have to shave the tooth. He's like, so originally you might have only lost 60. Because when you put on the caps, you have to keep
shaving them, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Football, crap. Mum loves football. Yeah. You like Thursday at 9 as well, Mum. That's okay. No, once it's suiting everybody, if you need to change it, we'll change it at some point. I mean, maybe coming into the winter, you might decide, look here, Orly, you need to move it to a Sunday. Once the kids go to bed on a Sunday, I need to.
Sarah, the roof of your mouth. The roof. Well, all of mine are fairly up.
Oh, Sarah, I actually can feel that pain.
I looked at it and went, no.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. No, mine have all broken the gum line. And I was fine. But then, like, my two ones at the top are fully down. It's just the bottom ones that are left to come up. But I probably say the worst pain is smacking your two front teeth out of your head.
Yeah, that was, yeah, you were only small.
I was 8.
Yeah.
No, I was 7. No, I was 8. I was going 9.
Oh.
Do you know how I remember? I was in Miss Murphy's class.
You were in Miss Murphy's.
No, it was
yeah, Joseph, I mean, I had them, you all know I suffer chronic with my sinuses. And it was because one of the problems I had was the root of my wisdom tooth at the back had attached itself to the sinus cavity, and when they pulled it, they obviously damaged the sinus cavity as well, and that's why I was black and blue coming out after getting them out. Yeah, I wouldn't wish it on anybody.
Oh,
yeah, I was awake getting them pulled as well. No,
they actually won't do them under general here. I didn't know that.
They will if it's extreme.
Yeah,
and I think you have to go into the dental hospital.
Yeah, because you have to get a surgeon.
Yeah.
But no, that sounds so painful. I couldn't.
Yeah, no.
I was very lucky though. When I fell face first into concrete. Don't recommend doing that. Just in case anyone has any notion of falling, don't fall face first and onto concrete. But when I hit my teeth, I lost that portion there of my tooth.
On both teeth, didn't you?
And then this one, I lost more on this one, and it kind of came up and around. And I remember screaming, like screaming, and the teachers had like cloth
tissue
or something, and they were holding it against my face because it was just blood pumping everywhere. And I remember because I was playing a game with my class.
Our Hayley
does the same.
Our Hayley went into the dentist to get her 2 teeth. Hayley had 2 extra teeth, but they were symmetrical. So they had to make sure they took out the matching ones. So yeah, it was a bit of a flaff. Anyway, she ended up going to the dentist, and obviously in the middle of COVID, and I couldn't go in with her. And I saw the woman coming down. She opens the car door, looks out at me, and she goes, "She's okay." I'm okay. Great. And she goes back in. That's grand. Next thing, Hayley comes out, and as soon as I saw her, I knew what was happening because she is a fainter. She was white, and you could just see she actually wasn't. She was ashen.
Yeah.
And she got into the car, and I said to her, I said, "You all right, Hayley?" And she says, "Ma'am, I fainted." But I had said to the dentist beforehand she's a fainter, and they were actually so nice. They put a female dentist in with her and a female dental nurse in with her. And I said to her, I said, "What did they do when you fainted?" And she said, "I woke up." She said she'd taken my phone out of my hand and she turned a fan on me, and the 2 of them were whispering to keep the room as tranquil as they could.
Only
like I just thought it was
women.
lovely. But Hayley faints. If you put an earring into Hayley's ear, she faints. She faints at everything, and it's funny. It is funny. I find it funny because I know it's not serious, and we have had her checked out. But
they said it was something to do with sodium, and then they said it's not sodium, it's something else.
Yeah,
and
Spain. When we lived in Spain, they said because she sweats through her head, like you could actually get her hair and wring it out just from sweat.
Yeah,
and they said it was because she was losing so much sodium and magnesium and potassium and stuff when she was sweating. That's what was causing her to faint. And when we came back down, they said no, she just has low blood pressure. So we're like, oh, okay. So it's one or the other.
Probably both.
Probably a combination of both, but it's just she is a fainter. Yeah. She faints at everything, Siobhan. So I know what your poor friend goes through. And it's so funny because people... The only thing is she did have one really trippy one. And when we went to the optician, she was getting to see if she could get contact lenses. And he kept flashing a light into her eye in the dark. And she fainted. But holy Jesus, she came up, she started vomiting everywhere. She said it wasn't like a normal faint. And I said, well, a normal faint. She said, normally things start moving and it starts getting a bit dizzy and it goes black. This one was all technicolor. There was just all lights flashing, all different colours, everything. But when she woke up, she got sick, like motion sickness. So yeah, what happened, Chloe?
She fell down the stairs to a basketball court and her lip went through her teeth went through her lip.
Chloe!
That I am very grateful I've never busted my face. That
no, you haven't actually, have you? You've busted your teeth.
I have a scar on my eye socket
on
the bone from where I got 2 black eyes.
Oh my God, she got 2 black eyes in the space of about 7 weeks. That's a seizure. Yeah, Siobhan.
Yeah.
This is, the funny thing is we'd only been in a car crash maybe 4 weeks before that. So everything.
4 or 5 weeks?
I think everything was still very high stress.
Yeah.
And I have had her tested for
epilepsy.
Well, light-induced epilepsy. But she's actually to go out and see a neurologist now because her migraines. And the funny thing was, when she had this, we call it a seizure because that's technically what it was. When she had that, her migraines actually calmed down. And the doctor said that everybody in their lifetime is allowed like a seizure, an unexplained event, an unexplained medical event. And they chalked that up as hers.
And the only reason you knew it was a seizure was because I used to get seizures.
Kerry used to have epilepsy. She had penny-mal epilepsy, which you can grow out of as a child. Yeah. But that's what she had. So I had done the whole
training
course and research and all on it. So as soon as she said and she started explaining it to me, the poor guy, the optician was in year 4. He wasn't even fully qualified. He was trainee
Yeah.
doing his work experience.
God love him.
He went out to the bathroom and started vomiting. I didn't know who. It was funny because Haley's vomiting here. He's running out. He's getting sick, and I'm thinking, the fuck do I grab? Like, and the poor woman that was on the desk, she came in and she went, "What happened?" Oh, did anyone have? Oh, I can't wait.
Did you have any more or any more? Only reason I know because I was epileptic from a baby and onwards, and I was taking 20 to 30 fits a day from day
From the day I was born. No, she only had that big one, Siobhan. But, and this is the big but, is she suffers chronically with migraines, and she was on
Pfizer.
Yeah, well,
This Pfizer medication. I can't remember. It was a hormone blocker.
It's a hormone blocker for the brain to stop the secretion of a certain hormone, which they thought was triggering
the migraines. Because she was still going through puberty, so they thought it was a hormone related. But her migraines from the age of 13, and these were not like, oh, you can't lift your head, you feel really shit, whatever. These were, she would get up, have a headache. Within the space of 2 to 3 hours, it would reach migraine level. And then from there, she would be vomiting chronically. And not chronically, but it
would develop.
It would progress all like within the span of a day. But then afterwards, she'd be two or 3 days exhausted from the migraine.
I mean, the big thing was the reason they put her on medication for that was because it was impacting her school.
She was missing like 2
She was missing days because she just couldn't function. And they've now weaned her. We've actually spent the last month weaning her back off the drugs. Sounds great, the drugs, but the tablets. Because when they go to the neurologist, they want to see her without being on medication.
Yeah.
So they can start at a base level. So that's what we've been doing. But I think she's had headaches, but she hasn't had migraines, but she seems to have an awful lot of headaches now.
And the headaches are going on days.
Yeah.
They're not like headaches where you take a paracetamol and they go away. Like Hayley would have to take the maximum dose of paracetamol and ibuprofen for her headache to be minimal.
Yeah.
So like the big thing about Hayley as well was like she couldn't go out with her friends. She couldn't go to school. She couldn't really do basic teenage things. And the one thing though, the doctor that she saw in the Lourdes said to her was, if you go out, are you afraid that you're gonna get a migraine? And she went, yeah. And he goes, that's enough.
That's enough. Actually, the big problem that happened was Hayley got sent to pediatrics when she was 14. She didn't get the appointment till she was 15 and a half. By the time she went to the pediatrics, she was 16. And of course they said, you're 16, you have to go to the adults. Mm. And we said, we've waited 1.5 years for this appointment to see. He said, I will see you, but I can't see you after this. So that's how we ended up getting on to the medication. And then we had to go, but they won't refer her to the adult unit until she's off her drugs and seeing the neurologist. Now, we have been given neurologists for Beaumont, the Beacon, the Mater.
And then there was that independent woman.
Yeah, there's some other woman.
She's the only female neurologist in Ireland, by the way.
Jennifer somebody or other.
And the problem though as well is her migraines were bleeding through her medication. So like she was on this medication to stop it.
And she was still getting
migraines.
We actually have had a nasal spray.
It's similar to Narcan. It isn't Narcan,
but it's very similar. And basically, if she got to the point where she was vomiting constantly and the pain just would not go, I had to get this stuff and spray it up her nose.
And it was serious stuff. It's like,
but it was like miracle. Yeah, but it was like miracle drug. Okay, it would knock her out, but it would just get rid of them. But the problem you had was you couldn't give them to her all the time. I think the most she was allowed was 2 a month. So she had to pick
her poison kind of.
She sort of had to pick is this as bad as it's going to get. I mean, that was tough on her.
But there was times like where her migraines would get like so bad, like even after she was done getting sick, she would lie in bed and just be paralyzed with pain. Like she couldn't move, she couldn't turn. And, it was very scary to watch her go from like being okay throughout the day to suddenly in chronic pain, vomiting, can't move, can't do anything. She can't even sit up without feeling nauseous. And you can kind of tell when she's in pain because she starts being very nice to me. It sounds kind of weird, but Hayley's very, what's the word, brash? Like, she's very direct. She
Hayley is
doesn't mince her
exceptionally
words.
direct. Yeah.
She's very direct. So I would be kind of like
Mint.
beat around the bush, be as nice as we can. And I know when she's in pain, when she starts beating around the bush and being nice, because I'm like, no, no.
Turkish, yeah, I like Turkish as well. I like proper Turkish. I don't like Cadbury's Turkish.
Are you talking about Turkish? So
We're talking about chocolates.
I don't like
What's
Turkish.
your favourite chocolate?
Cookies.
Cookies and cream.
I
like the Hershey's cookies and cream.
Weird taste like
I know. I love weird. My favourite chocolate bar. I don't know really.
I'd say Galaxy
Oh,
or Lindor.
Yorkie. And did you see they brought out a new Yorkie? They brought out a Yorkie orange. Absolutely divine.
Yeah, we have to sort that out actually.
What?
She's off
Yeah,
her meds.
she's off her meds. She's fine. I mean, it is horrible for her, but she's lived with it for so long. We just mosey through.
Yeah.
I don't like dark chocolate at all, Laura. I can't do it. Mind you, your dad loves really
dark,
as dark as he can get it. He loves it crunchy.
The other thing about this up the nosy
spray
is she has to be monitored after she's taken it, because one day we were giving it to her and I said to Mum, I was like, did you read what like the side effects of that are? Like, just in case we needed to know. It was like cardiac arrest, respiratory arrest, liver failure, heart failure. I was like, what? So we used to then just kind of stay up and see if she was okay after that.
Don't like Hershey's Kisses at all, Joseph.
What the hell are Hershey's Kisses?
They're the little ones. They're tiny. They're like round. Come on.
Oh.
Yeah, no. I only like they're cookies and cream, and that's because I think it's in a white chocolate and it's nice. Mint cream bar from
I like
Lidl,
really creamy chocolate.
You're allergic to milk. Oh wow, okay. Funny, I was told I had to give up milk or any dairy products for my sinuses. Said it would help. I can't give up milk.
They did though.
90%. You and my husband, or ex-husband, would get on brilliant. He the darker the better, and he used to have it with wasabi. Do you remember we got that one with wasabi?
Yeah, that was really weird, but it was nice.
The mint macaroon bars. Remember, I only bought my mother for her birthday 2 macaroon bars from Cork. She loves them. She loved them all my life. And when I saw them, that's just her.
Yeah, but I'm trying to.
Yeah, I hate dark chocolate as well. But yeah, so that's the story. But so your dad's coming up for Father's Day.
He is.
Oh, happy days.
Oh, happy days.
Oh, happy days.
Oh, happy days when Jesus works.
When Jesus walked.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Oh, lads, Bourneville and a bag of
Percy Pigs.
Percy
Pigs.
Do you see, is it Aldi? No.
I have it.
What,
M&S.
M&S are soon Aldi over Lidl is over the caterpillar cake.
Oh, they're funny.
Do you know what I actually love? Ferrero Rocher. I could eat. Or what's the other ones? The white ones with the coconut on them. They're not Rottweilers, because that's what my dad used to call them, Rottweilers.
It's Ferrero Rocher, but they're like the Rottweilers. Hayley's a savoury person.
Hayley doesn't do. I don't eat that much.
None of us really do. I would go out of my way to find ice cream.
Yeah, we would. Yeah, you're an ice cream person.
I love ice cream.
I don't like ice cream. I'm not a big lover of ice cream.
I'd have to say
Savory, yeah.
Raffaello.
That's it, Joseph. Good
well
man,
done.
you're on the ball. What you call it? Hayley is big salt eater, and she loves salt.
It's kind of ironic they said low sodium when she loves salt.
Since they put pill crap in their chocolate, I hate Cadbury's.
She went oil.
Oil, yeah. King Tato. Do you know what I love, right? Dirty little thing is cheese and onion or salt and vinegar, right? But a strong flavour, like so Tato or King, strong flavour.
I know where this is leading.
With Maltesers crushed into it.
I know I do.
Love it. Sorry, can we all stop? Laura hates anything cheese, though never ate cheese or pizza in my life. How? Popcorn Maltesers, yeah. And peanuts in the cinema, yeah. I do like, if it's very sweet, I love something really, really salty with it. Popcorn and Tato together, yeah. I do buy real, the ones that are like the popcorn, air popped, blah blah blah, and then I go out and melt a what you call it? Melt. I'm reading as they're going. I melt butter and pour the melted butter over the top. I have to put.
How does one hate cheese?
We'd be big cheese eaters in this house.
We used to do like cheese boards.
We used to do cheese boards and everything.
Oh, do you remember Dad made us all try blue cheese?
Oh yeah, your dad.
He sat down, right, big block of blue cheese, and he was like, "You'll like it, guys. If you're my children, you'll like it, right?" And I'm thinking, this is some fucking weird paternity test.
Yeah.
And he cut off. Now he didn't give us a big piece. He gave us little pieces, and we were all like, "Ooh."
Yeah, that was funny. Stop talking of food, or I'm going to the kitchen. Okay.
I make the best s'mores.
S'mores.
I make the best s'mores. We went down with my dad to Wexford, Waterford.
No, Wicklow.
Even. And we were staying in like this little cabin, but the cabin had like 3 individual pods upstairs and then a downstairs double bed.
Yeah.
So we were upstairs, and we had breakfast or whatever, and we wanted to go and do stuff. So we went to this real weird plantation house.
Yeah, some park.
And when we came back, Dad realized he had to do a shop. But we were all kind of hungry, and we were like, "Oh, we'll try and make something." So Mum packed us giant marshmallows.
So they were going on holidays with their dad. And when they were leaving, I said, I'll pack you some treats just in case he forgets to get treats. So needless to say, all the treats were eaten. Dry roasted peanuts in a maxi twist ice cream. Oh my God. Lads, these are so bold. Laura tried to bite a pizza when she was 16 and she nearly got sick. I just hated it. Each to their own. I'm a big believer. I mean, each to their own. You don't look starved, so I presume you're doing okay. Yeah, what's the I love pecan and
Maple.
Is it? I don't know. Can't remember. That's the ice cream I like. Pringles. I miss someone that eats Pringles. Oh, Sarah, can't beat a tube of Pringles. Yeah. They were on special actually up in Tesco's, €2 a tub, I think. Or was it in Dunn's? I can't remember. Yeah. Parmesan's just one of those things, isn't it? That you can just
you smell it and you're like, you're not.
Yeah, you smell it and you're like, yeah, you're not gonna. Yeah,
you're not.
Then when you eat it, yeah.
What was that?
Hi, Mary. Mammy's on the ball. She saw Mary pop in. I don't know where Mary. Oh, there she is. Mary. Sorry, there was another girl, Pamela. Did she pop in? I thought I saw Pamela earlier on. Favorite flavor of Pringles. I like salt and vinegar, but I like real bitey flavors. Right, I'm off to the kitchen. Get Haribo jelly popcorn. Oh my God. Wheaties, Galaxies, counters, and a bowl for the girls. Oh my God, Siobhan. Prawn cocktail. I do like prawn cocktail. I actually like, if I'm putting crisps in a sandwich, I like prawn cocktail. Like if I'm not having cheese or anything in it, I just crisp sandwich. I like prawn cocktail. Yeah, I mean, they do everything big, and I don't understand Pamela Anderson in the house. I don't understand why they do everything so big. They have to be throwing half the food out in America. There's no way they can get through the cheese. Either they're putting that many preserves in it, it doesn't go off.
There's a cheese that they had to no longer call
salt and vinegar
cheese.
Siobhan redacted her message.
Redacting is for the weak, Siobhan.
Off to Mondoran on Saturday. Oh, Mary, that's right. I knew that was coming up. Yeah, anyone else booked any holidays?
No, not yet.
Yeah, I love when, you can feel it burning on your lips. You know it's a good flavour.
I like
They have big mouths. Jesus Christ. Hot lips, mealies and wheelies. Pringles. Jesus Christ. What's the ones you've started eating? Ranchos. You're gone back eating ranchos.
God, yes, and the potato waffles.
They're the potato waffles. Not potato waffles. Meanies on bread. I used to love meanies. And they had that sour pickled onion, but it was a kicked ass pickled onion. Were gorgeous. You went on holiday. Where'd you go, Peggy? We're not talking to Sarah because she has her holiday booked to Turkey. We're all not talking to her. Oh, you want a holiday? Sorry. Mommy and Kerry are fully vaccinated, but you're still fine if you leave the country, aren't you?
Yeah, but we can't leave the country till the 17th of July. And then certain countries like are only opening up from August. So like Spain, I think, is fully open now. Because in order to open up back up your country, you need at least 60% of your population vaccinated.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going Monday the 20th, 8:30 in the morning to get vaccinated. I'm getting the Pfizer one, I think, isn't it? I sent a message on to Kerry. She wrote it on the board because I was down at my mum's when it came through.
I'm not going to lie. The Pfizer just kind of... If there was a second day that hit me.
Sarah, we should put you in charge of... We'll all give you a budget of what we need and we just let you off to do it. How much is the fine for leaving?
$2,500.
I thought, yeah, it's about $2,000. I'm hunched over. Yeah, about $2,000, I think. And I don't know if that's per family or per person. I presume it's per person. I know they're still having to go into the hotel, aren't they, if they're on the... Hi, Kim.
It depends on who's on the list. Like, the United Kingdom is still on the list. But America was taken off.
But if you're fully vaccinated...
You're still on the mandatory list. You still have mandatory quarantine. Vaccination doesn't matter. But the reason the UK is still on it is because of the Delta variant.
Yeah, they're having a tough time with that. And see, 60% of the Delta variant in Ireland's in Dublin.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah.
America's off the list.
Per person. Wow, okay, $2,000 per person.
America's off the list. Different countries got taken off the list. And I actually looked at it. Just so we are all aware, the poor people of Uruguay were added onto the list.
But you wouldn't be that many people come from Uruguay.
Apparently, I don't know. It's kind of...
188 people have it, yeah, and 60% of them are all in Dublin.
It should be...
I don't know where it's coming in from. It has to be coming in from the UK because they're the only one. Mind you, funny, I was down when I was going into my mum's the other day. I was driving into town and I was behind 2 French registered cars. Yeah, why Uruguay?
Hang on, let me find it.
Oh, she's gone looking.
Okay, so...
Who's on the list? But
you know that song?
Don't do bizarre countries.
No.
You
know that song from Animaniacs? United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic. Yeah, that's what it feels like. So we nearly have the entirety of Africa.
I saw that, Joseph.
And Uganda was added to the list on the 16th. Will be added on the 16th of Jan. So yesterday. And Nigeria was removed.
Sarah said it. Sarah said it's all the smoking that's causing the spread of the Delta variant.
So, do you remember that Ireland had to release out to have safe sex?
Siobhan.
Yeah. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic Dominican, Cuban, Caribbean, Haiti, Jamaica.
So in circles. Okay.
Yeah. Right. So then Asia. Kuwait and Mongolia were removed because, Mongolia, Iran and Palestine were removed. Jordan and Lebanon were also removed.
Okay.
So, Europe. So, the countries that still have to quarantine are Turkey.
That's it. That's it. The only countries in Europe
that have to quarantine. So, Belgium, France, Luxembourg, Andorra, Georgia, Montenegro, Serbia, Armenia, Austria, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Italy, Kosovo, North Macedonia, Ukraine were all removed.
So we're allowing all these people in?
Mm-hmm. But you won't let us out.
But they won't let us out. Fucking hell.
So then North America, the United States and Puerto Rico and Bermuda were removed.
Oh, okay.
But if you're in Canada, Costa Rica or Panama, you can't come to Ireland.
I saw Canada, didn't they do a big splurge on getting everybody vaccinated? Yeah. All of a sudden, and they overtook everybody now as the world leaders in vaccines or something.
I think Canada was like, wait, Are we nearly banned everywhere? Yeah. Okay. No. Go.
Yeah. Hold on.
So
Oh
then
my
South
God.
America.
What are the cases today, Kerry? We don't need to know South America. There's not many.
No, there's only 2. So Aruba and Curacao were removed, but Aruba's a big honeymoon hotspot. So
maybe that's why.
And that's it.
Hopefully it'll be over when I head out in August. Hopefully most will be vaccinated.
I hope my COVID tracker's back
Or,
up and
you
working.
know, that it's kept.
It's back working. There was 373 cases today, but 0 deaths.
No, well, they don't know the deaths. The deaths aren't being updated. Sure, they're not because of this breach thing.
Breach.
Yeah.
But I find it so funny, like in the last 2
So
weeks.
all these countries can come into Ireland.
Yes.
And not quarantine.
Yes.
But we can't leave the country even though we've been quarantined.
Yes.
Makes sense.
So we can't leave the country. Like, you know, Spain.
Yeah.
Spain opened back up in May.
Yeah, but they're not letting the UK or anything in yet.
No, but they were letting Ireland.
Oh, were they?
They were. But Ireland wasn't letting us.
Yeah, so this is what the fuck.
The reason was because they wanted to, from I was hearing down through the grapevine, was that they wanted to really limit it down to only essential reasons to leave the country, and to try and then for us to get a handle on the.
Well, will I give you a laugh? I know a girl who went to Malta on a 3-week holiday because her father has a company that's registered there, and he gave her a letter to say she was going for a job interview. And she went and partied for 3 weeks. I was like, but she was allowed out.
There was a big uproar.
Spain is open to the UK now.
So
but we have to isolate on return. Okay, that's Joseph, that's the UK.
We do have to isolate on return.
We have to isolate, but do we not have to go into the hotel?
Yeah.
That's shite.
It's shocking. It is shocking. Like, they were saying that, like, I can't remember if you do have to fully do, I don't think it's the full 14 days. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember.
Whatever happened with those 2 girls that went to Dubai to get the boobs done?
Right? That they had perfectly valid reasons for leaving the country. It was for medical reasons. Whether it's plastic surgery or not.
Doesn't matter, it's medical reasons.
It's medical reasons. Because they refused to quarantine in the hotel.
Yeah, but didn't they want something like 2.5 or 4 grand off them or something each? Do you have to pay for your hotel?
No, it wasn't. It was 2.5 grand each. And it would have been about 5 grand.
Yeah.
Together. I'm sorry, if you can afford to stay in Dubai and get surgery, you can afford the 5 grand. I'm just saying, like, the thing there isn't cheap.
Sorry. Okay, hang on, I have to come back. Spain are open for the UK, okay. Our government's backwards, so I'm not going to argue with that one. To be honest, after I travelled last year, I wasn't monitored when I came back. No one checked to see. No, I know a girl who flew in from America. Was it last year she flew in?
I think so.
And she filled out her form. And now, okay, she was going to her mother's house where she was going to isolate. Obviously, she was home. She was going to isolate. No one checked up on her. And she flew in from America on a hot spot in America.
In Dubai, when you fly in, you get taken on a bus. Bus brings you to a random location where the testing site is. You're not even told where you're going. You just put into a bus like you're going to prison, you know? So you get on the bus, you go to the testing center, you do your test. Then you walk to a window and you put your arm through the window and you get a tracker.
Hang on, I have to take down. Laura's coming out with great ideas, and I have to write it down because you know me, Kerry, I'll forget.
So you get this tracker put onto your wrist. Now, it has to be the most luxurious looking tracker I've ever seen.
Oh, it was like an Apple Watch, wasn't it?
No, it was like big Rolexes.
Yeah.
Huge. It was like a big Rolex on your wrist, and it was a watch as well. It could tell the time, it could connect, it could give you Wi-Fi, you could fully wear it into the shower. Now, you can't take it off because it's screwed onto your wrist. But the charger would slide underneath and you could charge it. And then if your test came back negative on day 9 of your 2-week quarantine, then you could just continue to quarantine as per normal. But if it came back positive, the tracker would stay on. And you would then do another test on day 12. If it's still positive, then you would have to do the whole thing again. But if it was negative by day 12, you would get it taken off on day 14, and they would just unscrew it and live your life in Dubai.
Laura, do you remember you? Sorry. Yes, that's okay. Yes. Laura, do you remember you said before about blind taste tests? I was actually going to do that with one of the snack boxes that comes in. Because you know the way they're all from different countries. And I was going to do that with the kids. Well, with Kerry, actually. Just put a blindfold on her and get her to taste stuff. Right, let me go back. And they were in court. They were told to isolate in home. They were from Talon, Mummy, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were meant to stay in the plaza. Sure.
36,000 people flew into Ireland last year. 27 were checked in. Yeah, they were checking on nobody. And if you came across by boat, you could go into Northern Ireland. And if you brought your car, you could drive down, no questions asked. Oh. Sins and rights. And the other one, the headphone has to guess what the person... Guys, a video... person the headphones, I puts on headphones, the person reads out a sentence to write. And yeah, okay, yeah, that's I have it written down. They went to court, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I have it written down, Laura, look. I'm writing them down for you, love. It's just a case of, obviously this month we're up and down like yo-yos. Myself and Kerry tomorrow, Friday. Since my day got cancelled, we're going to record 2 videos tomorrow, aren't we? Yes, we've got a snack box to do, but I think I'm going to blindfold you and get you to taste the stuff, and then I'll read out.
Why me?
Because you have the best reactions. You're mad. But yeah, so we're going to do that. I don't know what the other video is. Oh, we're starting the vlog. I'm starting back doing vlog. I know that vlog. Come here, lads. The vlog she saw the other day. We're down at my mum's with Carl's PC. His PC couldn't access my PC because it was all set up different. So he's got sort of half a bit of a... You know what I mean?
Here's a question for you, lads. What do you do if you get bitten by a tick?
Lads, wait till I tell you. Went up. Look, I can show you, baby. Look. Where'd it go? Oh, there. Look.
They can't see.
You can't see.
Right, so see that.
See this?
That thing.
I was looking at my belly and I thought it was one of these. I've loads of moles like these. And I was looking at it and I said, God, that looks awful, like as if it's a skin tag. And I pulled it. It was a tick. Okay? Now, you know we were messing around with the sheep. So that's where we think. But anyway, called Kerry, big flaff going on.
Because now for the next 2 weeks.
Right?
We have to see.
He wasn't fat or anything, so we must have only just, we think. Right? Take the head out. But yeah, it sort of freaked me out. I'm going to be honest with you. It sort of freaked me out because I was like calling Kerry and like Kerry was... Lyme's disease. We were actually, that's what I was going to warn you. I was just going to say to you is just be very, very careful now. It is that time. Kids are in the grass running around. I was not rolling in grass. We think it came from the sheep. Putting it out there. Just.
Laura. Are you?
Sure. Anyway, so yeah, so just obviously, I mean, it was on my belly. So just be very careful. Make sure you're checking and making sure everything's okay.
I found out some interesting things during my research looking for this.
Take the head out. Yeah, I took it. It all came out. The head.
It all came out.
We actually.
But I
took it out and I thought it was like a skin tag, and I just threw it on the windowsill. Obviously, when I was going to wrap it in tissue and dispose of it. Fucking things start moving. I start freaking out. Poor Kerry came running. Yeah. But yeah, no, I got the whole lot out. Thank you very much.
When we lived in Spain, ticks was a really big problem for kids, adults, animals. Like they were always there. But the thing was, I don't know how long the tick has been on you. And Lyme disease has no infection time. Yeah. So for the next...
And you have to look for a rash, isn't it? If it comes up with
the bullseye rash.
Bullseye rash.
But most people don't get that. They get just like a general rash. But we will now wait and see.
Yeah, but I got an awful fright. And I mean, you saw Carl, he's picking up the sheep. Sheep are full of, I mean, they live in the wall of the thing, they go through the wall. And yeah, that's it. He was removed very quickly, I reckon. I reckon it was fairly quick.
Well, yeah.
He wasn't big and he wasn't...
He'd only been there maybe a day or two, but like, I don't have the sensitivity you have to ticks. Do you know why?
Why?
Because Glynis and me used to de-tick.
Yeah, I used to de-tick the stray thing.
We used to de-tick stray dogs. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I didn't have any ticks, but I said to Hayley and Carl to check just in case, because if Mum has one, but she wasn't really outside. And ticks jump.
Yeah, ticks.
They jump a far.
The only thing I will say is we got him out whole. I know that we saw him. He was fully intact.
He was alive, but now he is no longer with us.
Yeah, Kerry killed him.
I did.
Don't you try to pick it out.
Yeah, you do. So you have to remove them.
You have to remove them, and if the head doesn't come with them, you then have to try and get it out. How do you get rid of athlete's foot? I have it really bad. You need a fungus cream from the chemist.
Now, we're not doctors. We're not doctors. From personal experience.
By no means is this meant to be medical advice. You know, we would advise you to go to your...
I am only authorized...
Bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
don't listen to us because we're not professionals. But this is what we do.
Right, but you need to go. You need to get a fungus cream, and you literally just put it on, and within 2 or 3 days, it starts clearing up.
Just in case anybody cares, I don't know how this information may help, but it may help in the future. It's something I learned when I was doing my training for EF4. We did asthma attack of a child, and they said, the drug that they use is called salbutamol. The same drug or the same family of drugs.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got salbutamol, which is a bronchodilator. Okay.
Jesus.
Epinephrine is also a bronchodilator. Neither of these drugs conflict.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So if your child is having an asthma attack and they run out of an inhaler, you can give them a small dose of epinephrine.
And wait, like who in the right mind is going, oh, I have epinephrine in my thing?
Oh, yeah, has epinephrine.
Okay.
I don't know when this, if you're on a plane.
They have epinephrine.
They don't have auto injectors. You have to draw it up.
All right. Well, listen, that's a whole other story.
This is a whole other story, but I like it.
So anyone got any plans going away now in the next couple? You know I'm up and down the country like a lunatic. Anywhere you want me to go see, or if I go, I'm going to places like Carnmore Abbey. Where else are we going? We're hoping to get out to the Aran Islands. We're hoping to...
Not by plane, the plane's gone.
Inishbofin Island. We're hoping to do like a good few things. Would you like them as like a part of a vlog, or would you like just them on their own visiting the tourist attractions? That's what I meant to ask. In a long rounded, I'm a general nurse. I am told. Oh,
I am told.
I'm totally into holistic medicines. That's all I ever use now.
Yeah, no, we when I was in college, what I was studying was to be on the paramedic team. Yeah. And I was training with the ambulance service, but obviously I needed money and it's expensive to do that training.
Yeah.
So we were told that, now realistically they went, you don't do this. Like, we're not saying do this, but it can help. And that's what they said to us.
Okay, Siobhan. I just didn't know if you would be into that, if you'd be into me sort of walking around and showing you the picnics we're bringing and stuff. I could make it into it'd probably be a longer.
You know Carnmore Abbey?
Yeah.
The last time I was there was with Hazel.
Was it?
Yeah, she was playing the piano. I played it for a sister son.
Kerry, keep going. Did I interrupt you, love?
Who?
Did I interrupt you?
Where?
Now.
Who's? Oh, yeah. So, yeah. So
sorry, Sarah, my apologies.
So I was doing, when we were doing the training, like, you learn how to, like, draw it up. Now, I'm not authorized to draw up via syringe. I can only use auto injectors. That being said, if it was a life or death situation, I know how much 1,000 milligrams is in a needle. So they showed us.
If you're dying, should be good.
Yeah, if you're in any way of an emergency,
don't call Kerry.
Yeah, actually, he's all calling me, especially in the middle of the night. And it's the funniest because I'll be asleep, and then all I'll hear is the pitter patter going to the.
Yeah, Siobhan, it's actually funny because this is where I start to get a bit confused. People love the old vlogs I was doing. Do you remember them? And people loved them, but yet they were my lowest watched thing on the channel. But yeah, everybody loved them. It was the
Yeah.
weirdest. But I don't know if that's just,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just, I actually like doing the vlogs, but then because there was such low views on them, I didn't think he liked them. So that's why I stopped doing them. And then it's very hard. Then obviously we were in quarantine and we weren't going anywhere. So there was nothing really to be. Oh, Roscommon. I love Roscommon. Beautiful. For a wedding. How many are the weddings allowed now? Hi, Susan. How many are allowed at a wedding now? Is it 50? Oh, Mammy will know because she was one of her friend's daughters getting married. Yeah, I'm going to try and do some touristy spots and have a nosy around. It's a long time because obviously I've been going down there 44 years, nearly 45 years. 50 at a wedding, 100, 25, okay. And because I'm going down there so long, I nearly forget that they're there. Like I don't do the touristy thing when I go to Galway, do we? Because we're going down there for so long. But this year it was actually funny because Carl, obviously, you go back, he was 15 maybe, and we probably hadn't done touristy stuff for a while with him because he was sort of the last, and we've done it with everybody else.
I've been to Inishbofin so many times.
I adore Galway City. Adore Galway City.
Keep going strong in nursing.
Yeah, I think Kerry has that personality. She's very empathetic and she's very she cares. That's the biggest thing I can say. She wasn't a care assistant because she could just be a care assistant. She was a care assistant because she actually genuinely cared.
And I got mauled for that.
Hi Dee, you made it.
I think if I was to go back to university, I probably would do nursing. But university here, like even like it's the cheapest in Europe. I don't know what that's meant to mean because it's so highly expensive. It's $3,000 a year, and I'd probably end up doing nursing, but like an A&E nurse.
Yeah, I actually think you would do brilliant with children.
Me?
Yeah,
I feel like I'd be able to be like, parents, you're good. Hey, do you want to play with football with fingers?
Sorry guys, just to let you know, Dee is actually my mum's first cousin. She lives in America, in Texas.
American.
Yeah, she keeps missing them, or she'd go back and watch them after they were finished, and she'd miss them totally. But yeah, glad to see you made it in.
I wanted to do nursing, but then
I'm glad. Sorry, go on. No, you finish.
I wanted to do nursing, but in Ireland there's such a high pointage for nursing. It's incredibly high, and then when I did my PLC, I only got 390 out of it, and you need like 4 distinctions and crazy stuff. So,
but I keep telling you, there's always more than one route into something.
Yeah, no, you
just have to find it.
It's something like if you do 1 year of care assistance, you get to start in year 2 of nursing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So, Susan, I was just saying, so many people, it was actually, my vlogs were the lowest watched things on the channel. So I thought people weren't watching them, but those that did watch them, loved them. So, and I don't know if just, I don't know if the other things I was putting up, like the shopping and stuff, was more of a niche-y thing. So I don't know, but we have some cooking videos and stuff coming in. We bought some.
I think Sarah's trying to get me to the
Ukraine. Oh, I don't know if I'd like you to go to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Aren't they going? They're on the brink of war, aren't they, with Russia?
Hence why the flights are cheap.
Yeah, she is a people person. She's not someone who could sit in an office. Mind you, you tried that. It didn't work.
But then again, I wasn't really in an office. No, but I wasn't really in an office. I was a receptionist. So
okay, cheapest for studying.
I know there's a thing, like if you do like the CCAT, it's like the Irish version of the HPAT, but it's the European version, and you can go to Italy and study, and all the lectures are in English, and study to be a doctor.
I know. Is it Sweden? An awful lot of people go to study as well, because all the lectures like that are in English. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm just showing my ignorance. I mean, I don't.
I remember though something happened a couple of years back, but like, I don't know. I love Gumbo.
That's Kerry's favourite, actually, isn't it? The apple crumble cake.
I love apple crumble.
Yeah. Come here for school to
Your
America.
school's expensive.
Your schools shoot each other. Sorry, that they scare the crap out of me.
Actually, do you know what's I don't know, like I just feel like 25 grand.
Yeah.
2,500 grand. A lot of money.
It is a lot of money. America's like very expensive for schooling. And they all come out with those college loans, debt things. And they take like 30 years to pay off.
Yeah. Sure, even the Irish go, here, look, if you're not making enough money, you don't
Ryanair
have
flies
to
to Kiev. Okay.
They have in the Ukraine they have these cigarettes and you can pop a crystal. One of the girls in my class, she was from Ukraine and she used to smoke them. She would smell like blueberries. And I was like, what is that? And she was like, oh, in my cigarettes there's a crystal that you pop and you can get blueberry.
They ban them
chocolate.
in your, like, inside your, like, I don't know.
Bigger countries.
Yeah.
But in the Ukraine you can get them in chocolate, mint, strawberry, blueberry. Oh,
crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, there hasn't been is that presumably been a shooting in 9 months? That's because you were all locked down. I don't think that was just because you got safer. Ooh. But
I don't know, like I think like in Ireland though, like the you know the year that you're meant to take, they've changed it now to 9 months.
Oh,
so
really?
You now have to do all wards, general, psychiatric, all of them in the space of 9 months. You only get 3 weeks per ward.
Jesus.
And then you have
How are you meant to learn anything in 3 weeks?
You this is how they explained it to me, right? So the first time you go in with your instructor, the instructor shows you. Then the second time you do it with the assistance of the instructor, and then the third time you do it, it's just you with supervision of the instructor.
Yeah.
So
makes sense, I suppose.
And then you do them again and again and again and again till you get
Well, practice makes perfect. Like, isn't that what they say?
Yeah. St. Andrews in Scotland is meant to be very good
for nursing.
Yeah. They take on loads, because there was a girl in my class, when we were doing our work experience, she came back and she goes, no, I really want to do nursing, like that's just where I want to go. And the government pays.
Go on, keep talking.
They take on everyone, but like you can get Susie and it works for St. Andrews College in Scotland. So you can still hold your grant here while living over there.
All right, okay. Yeah. I agree with you, Kim. It's too much pressure on young fellas to try and figure out what they want to do, unless you have a passion for something. Unless you're growing up going, I always want to be a lawyer, or I always want to be a doctor, or something like a surgeon or something. Unless you're from a young age knew what you wanted to be, trying to figure it out when they're 15, 16 and they're told pick subjects because
your future depends on
it. And it's like, no, it doesn't.
My subjects that I picked for my leaving cert now have nothing to do with
but
what I'm doing now. Like,
and the problem is people try to pick as general and as broad as they can to give themselves the best chance. But I think you change your careers 5 or 8 times in your lifetime, they say.
Like,
excuse me, the hiccups.
When nurses here are just not paid enough.
No.
Even I only found this out on like my second last day. The nurses in my old nursing home were only paid the minimum for nurses, which was €17 an hour.
Yeah.
Where the Lords will happily pay you 28 an hour, which is it's a huge difference.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like if you for healthcare assistants it varies, but generally people tend to pay between 12 to 13 euro, is the average. And I was getting paid minimum.
Yeah. No, that's it. Oh Lord, there is this, and Siobhan, I'm sick saying that to my kids, especially going. There's always more than I will. Well, I don't know what we're meant to be telling them, but there's always more. There's never just one route into something. Yes, it might take years, or it might take not years, but it might take 2 or 3 years extra to do it a slower way, but it's a more accessible way. So never freak out about stuff.
When I was on the last kind of second day of work, a woman was talking to me, but when you're like, something is wrong here, but I don't know what's wrong. Like she said to another resident, I want to go to the bathroom. And he stood up and came over to me and said, sorry, could you bring her to the bathroom, just after asking me 3 times to go to the bathroom. And I was like, that's weird, especially for her.
Yeah.
It was out of character. So I went over to her and I said to her, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm fine. And I was like, did you not want to go to the bathroom? And she was like, oh, yeah. And she stood up, took about 10 steps and fainted on top of me. And when I say she fainted on top of me, she full on fell.
Yeah.
I couldn't hold her. And the poor fella that stood up to tell me this, he was like running behind me to try and lift the weight.
Nice dog. Goodbye, Dee.
She as she was falling and I was holding her, this other resident who would have been like fairly independent came behind and was trying to lift her off of me, and I was screaming. And they decided then, instead of having her fall, which would have been the thing to do, is just to bring them down to the ground, they told me not to drop her because they didn't want to fill out the falls form.
Wow.
And she was heavy.
Yeah.
And anyway, so she went to the bathroom. She didn't even have to go to the bathroom. But it was obviously the fact that she was dehydrated. She thought she had to stand up, probably couldn't. But the whole time she was like, please don't put me to bed. Please don't put me to bed. And I'm like, what the fuck would I put you to bed?
Yeah.
It was like 4:00 in the afternoon.
See, Sarah there said about the TEFL. Now, I've mentioned to you about the TEFL and travelling, because Kerry is fluent in Spanish. She's Italian to a good level.
And Portuguese to a good level.
Yeah, I think because that's one-on-one, and not one-on-one, but that's I think she'd actually enjoy that. I actually think it's so. I have mentioned to you a few times, haven't I?
I was looking into it, but you do need the university degree to go with it.
Yeah, most of them are looking for a degree. If you want to go in, you can go into.
Now, that being saying, South America, you don't need a degree, but then again, it's South America.
Yeah, you have to look into it, Kerry, and if that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do. But you need to figure something out. I'm not saying figure something out for life.
No,
because you'll change and things change. I mean, look at me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you need to figure something out for the next 5 years, a way of generating money, and preferably travel. If you can get traveling.
Yeah, because I know, see, one of the nurses that I worked with, his name was Jesse. He was a pet. He was actually an EMT who got his nursing degree in Dubai because he had 7 years experience in EMT work, that they said to him, we can actually put you on this program to get your nursing.
Convert it over,
Not to convert it over, to get you the next level, which was a nurse.
Yeah.
And he ended up doing that, and he said never again would he want to stick an IV in someone in the back of an ambulance.
Yeah. Joseph, did you not tell me your grandmother was Irish? Because if she's Irish, you can apply for an Irish passport. I think it goes back to grandparents. I'm not sure about great-grandparents. I know it's grandparents.
No, great-grandparents as well. You're entitled to it.
I can't remember.
It's up to great-grandparents.
Kerry will take your diploma when you have the TEFL certificate too. So you'll have a diploma. And
yeah.
So yeah, the most places will take that.
Yeah.
You have to look into it. I mean, there's a load of them doing the TEFL
like
courses.
China, like Tokyo, like different places that were looking for TEFL, they were only taking for bachelors. And then when you went to places like Costa Rica, Mexico, they were like, oh, we don't care. Like,
yeah. But look, you need to decide what you want to do. I mean, that's a great way of traveling.
Yeah.
I know Hayley was saying, because she wants to study English. And she was saying when she finishes English, she wants to do the TEFL course because she wants to travel and teach English. But she will have it, hopefully. Their results are coming out in September, first week of September. No, it's late. It's going to be delayed. They're still grading they said the first week of September they're going to be out. And they're still grading,
that's really funny
orals.
Because, the QQI.
Yeah.
QQI ones came out 2 or 3 weeks early. They had theirs straight out.
No. Siobhan, they did for people trying to claim it through marriages and stuff. But no, they didn't stop it if it's close family members. There, look, Sarah said you have to try. You have to try. You don't have to. But have a look at iTutor and you'll get an interview immediately. And because you have the languages, you've loads of languages.
When I was working in the school, I was working in a English school to help people learn English.
Yeah.
It was it was hard. Like they all had TEFL, but like a lot of them, like the girl that I worked with a lot, Vanessa, she was an English teacher in Brazil.
Yeah.
And she came over for 2 or 3 years just before she completed her degree. And she said, like, you know, it is the best way to learn English, like, or to teach English is through a TEFL course. But she was like, I don't know, I'll have to figure something out, lads. I wanted to be an air hostess and I failed the reach test.
Grandma said maybe talk to Sarah about it and
Yeah.
message her on Everyone's Instagram, don't you?
Yeah.
Guys, what are we doing about this WhatsApp? Did anyone decide? I know Sinead mentioned it to me earlier in the week and I said I'd mention it at the live because obviously I'm not going to make a decision on it on my own. Joseph, sweetheart, don't be minding Sarah. Of course you can have asylum here, love.
We'll take you in.
We'll take you in. Stick you in the attic.
What's that place? What's that place near here? Something town.
Lazy Town?
All the refugees and asylum seekers go there. Mosney, there we go.
I remember when Mosney used to be a holiday camp and we used to go. Do you remember, Mammy, you'd remember, do you remember the Fitzgeralds used to go to Mosney on the holidays? That's all I remember. And you could go like, it was Mosney.
Yeah,
I actually was talking to someone, a girl, and she's going to Pontins for a week in Wales. The poor girl was so excited.
I want to go to Foxes in Wales.
Where?
It's called Foxes. It's like
Joseph, stay away from Siobhan. You don't want her taking you enough.
It's like, you know, The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like that. But they have their own little jacuzzis. They have their own little terraces. They're all in the ground, like
Butlins. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so that's my plans for the summer. It was the chalets. Yeah, do you remember? I think everybody has memories of Mosney well, you wouldn't obviously, but
too young, man.
But bloody hell, like
I remember.
Well, I'm hoping to do, if you can think, right, this is homework for you all. If you can think of places to go and visit in Dublin or near me or other places, Skiddies. I only go to Scaries when the Donaby, when the amusements were open.
No, my favourite thing is being on the train in the morning when I was going to college in Dublin, and it would be like, Donabate.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I passed Muslim.
Oh, do you know where we should actually go?
Where?
Malahide. Walk along the piers along Malahide.
Yeah, and go up into the there's a beautiful castle, gorgeous afternoon tea. But again, we're waiting on everything to be fully opened, like
Malahide. I can name every train stop from Drogheda to Pierce Station in both English and Irish, and I don't know why.
Really, Sinead? Sinead lived in Putlands. Oh, wow. Fantasia, Bettystown.
I think it's closed, actually.
Yeah, it's not been open.
It's not been open properly. I'm not sure.
But yeah, I remember used to go on the summer project and we go to Skerries and we go to Donabate and
Rush, obviously.
You get what you call it, bag of coins, because you were allowed to go into the arcades for like an hour or something. Yeah.
I know. Do you know, actually would be really good?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Donegal.
Here, is there any counties anybody hasn't been? I've never been to Donegal in my life. Well, I have, and I'll tell you when I had to go. Santi was to bring
my Cindy's place.
No, it wasn't.
Which one?
It was a Savanian family's manor, big manor hotel. And they were totally sold out. The whole of the country, there was one left up in Letterkenny. And we booted, I think Carl was only a babe, he was only born, maybe a year old.
They were suggested the forbidden place, Tremolgan.
Anyway, let me finish. So the only time I've ever been in Donegal in my life is I booted up and went to the Argus in Letterkenny and grabbed Santi's big present and came home. Yeah. Belfast. You've never been. I actually love Belfast. Actually, I think your dad's up there tonight or tomorrow night.
Trabolgan. The reason we don't go back to Trabolgan is because I nearly broke my ankle there.
Yeah, we went to Trabolgan in 2013, and Kerry decided to jump. You know the crazy golf. There's a crazy golf patch in it, and Kerry jumped over it, went down her ankle, and I spent 4 or 5 hours sitting in the VHI Swift car, seeing if her ankle was broken.
Bearing in mind we're also going to Disneyland the next week.
Yeah, Belfast is nice, and the Titanic Centre is absolutely brilliant. If you now mind your little girl's only 2, so I don't know how she'd handle it.
We've been to the Giant's Causeway.
We've been to the Titanic Centre.
I've never been to Glendalough.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Maybe you don't remember, but you definitely were.
It doesn't count if I don't remember. If I was under the age of 3, it doesn't count.
Okay.
I've never been to Glendalough. Actually, I don't think I've really been to Bray either.
Bray?
Yeah.
We did. We used to go and walk the promenade in Bray, up Bray Head. And there used to be the arcades, and then we used to get a 99er and sit on the little wall. Yeah, no, Kerry, you would definitely. I used to go out there just for drives.
Have you been to Cork?
Yeah, I remember. Good enough.
Cork.
Oh, yeah. I actually love Cork.
Gareth. It's right on Baltry Bay. It's beautiful. I've been to Cork. Actually, I'm going to be very specific. I was in West Cork.
West Cork. Actually, I've said it before. I want to go down to Clonakilty. Hote. I love. Do you remember we went out? Do you remember that one?
I do, because I was there.
Obviously, you were there. Do you remember we went out a few times? Actually, do you remember we got lovely fish and chips?
Yeah.
Was it your birthday?
No, it was your anniversary.
My anniversary. There you go.
Fucker
was probably trying to push me in.
We saw the seals.
Yeah.
I knew you fell in. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing Trabolgan again, but like it is for younger families. That's the only thing. Like when we went, I was about 14? 15?
It was 2013, that's all.
Yeah,
I
so I would
remember.
have been about 14. And Hayley and Carl were young enough that they could still kind of do the stuff, but like if you've older kids, like unless you're going to be drinking pitchers of beer.
Yeah.
It was a bit awkward, like.
Yeah.
Tick
Knock. Yeah. Jeez, I used to go there years ago.
Ooh, Hellfire Club.
Oh, no. No.
Yes.
No.
Let's go on some of the
I used to walk, right? If you look at it, right, we drive up, it's obviously up a mountain. We used to walk that on a Sunday. Like me and Anna and stuff, like the kids around. That would be our Sunday out, like we'd walk up there. Mad. Absolutely. Clara Lara. Do you remember Clara? I don't even know if that's still open.
Do you remember I went on a school tour there?
Did you?
Yeah, I
went once.
I don't know, I don't really remember this, but I remember sitting in the treehouse all by myself. Because all the other kids, like there were all these different activities, but like my class was real cliquey. So like everyone had like friends that they had. And it was just me. So I sat in the treehouse the entire time. And then Miss Murphy actually climbed up the treehouse and she was like, "Do you want to go kayaking?" And she came kayaking with me.
Clara Lara, we were there on I was laughing on a summer project, and one of the fellas jumped in and paralysed himself from the neck down. I think that was the last time our school, like it was a summer project went there. Yeah.
I did kayaking there. That's why I found out I liked kayaking.
Yeah. Fort Lucan. Used to bring these when they were small. Again, doesn't remember, but I can guarantee we were there.
I remember the Phoenix Park.
Love the Phoenix Park.
I stood on a hill and I had a kite and I ran down with the kite and the wind was catch the kite and it was like running on my tippy toes. Obviously, being blown away, but like great crack.
Yeah, sorry, he jumped in. He wasn't with our group, but they were bigger. I remember them being bigger kids, but bigger kids too. I was probably only 8 or 9. Mom, you'd remember. He jumped in, and because the lake, you remember, it was like muddy, like you couldn't see through. And he jumped in, and he thought obviously it was deeper, and he hit and paralysed himself from the neck down. And we all obviously had to go because you can't
stay while someone's paralysed.
Yeah, but he was in the water. It was frightening, and they were trying to. Yeah, and funny that I never went back to Clara Larison's.
Where did I go for the fairy tree? It was a school tour I went on, and we went to the fairy tree.
Oh, not Lilliput. Lily.
And
someone with small kids would remember. Lily
and there
something
was the big
it's
fairy
called.
tree. And they said if you listened close and put your ear to the ground,
You
could hear the
birds,
music.
yeah.
And you could. Fabulous.
Jesus, yeah. Kerry, now you're asking me.
Yeah. I don't remember going to Bray, but my God, do I remember the fairy tree.
Bray, Greystones, British Bay.
Hang on, is Bray where the aquarium is?
Yes.
Okay, now it's ringing a bell.
Jesus Christ.
I don't remember there. I remember doing activities there.
Right, okay.
Like
you were there. You
Yeah.
were there.
Hazelwood,
Cavan, not Farnham. I think my friend Denise went, but I believe it's meant to be gorgeous. It's like there's a place near us called
what are you looking for?
Ardgillan Castle.
Yes.
They do outdoor concerts and stuff. And
So does Swords Castle.
Yeah, they do classical concerts. I presume they do others concerts.
It's actually very popular for during the summer for like festival type things.
Yeah, but it's lovely. And they do afternoon tea and stuff like that.
I've never been to the Cliffs of Moher, but I've been to the Burn.
Yeah.
We'll have to
come up. Maybe we'll do a thing where like every second day we go off and do something.
Me and Hayley nearly killed each other.
Mommy, you'll have to do a list for us.
Me and Hayley nearly killed each other in the Alley Caves.
Is Drogheda a suburb of Dublin, or does it have its own downtown, etc.?
It is its own town.
Drogheda is the largest town in Ireland. Now, I can drive 15 minutes south and be in Dublin. I can also drive 2 minutes south and be in Meath. So it's not far out of Dublin, but it is its own. It's in a different county.
Yeah.
And
now that being said, if I walk to the back of my estate, I'm in Meath.
Yeah, we're very, very close to Dublin. I could be in Dublin, like I could be in North Dublin, and I have a direct train into Dublin. It's only about an hour, isn't it, on the train? And the train isn't that fast.
No, they plonk the whole way down.
Put my glasses on, lads.
Plonk.
Bring the circus back with the lions and the elephants. I love the elephants.
We should actually go to Dublin Zoo again.
That's one place I wouldn't mind going.
Because the last time I was in Dublin Zoo was December 2019.
Yeah, but that was with a school tour.
It was crap.
Yeah, but
and in the winter, I don't know if they're bringing back the lights thing because Dublin Zoo.
But they cancelled it for the last 2 years. They had to.
Well, they're going to hopefully bring it back this year then, because if we all, like, I mean, last year there was a big thing because I think it was at some point like September, August, it was at risk of being permanently closed. Yeah, because it lost a lot of its funding.
Yeah, but they're relying on people to pay the entrance fee to go in so they can feed the animals and stuff and pay people to look after them. And if you're not, and the government did nothing for them.
No.
So if you're not getting that revenue
I think
coming
it was
in,
Trinity came in and saved them.
Oh, yeah, I think Trinity they've a lab or something in there, don't they, and stuff.
Trinity came in and kind of went, we'll give you something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But so that's the story. So I'm heading back down to Galway on.
Is there anything to do in Offaly?
There's awfully nice people.
Go. Anything to do in more of the Midlands of the country? I don't.
Okay, well, if you were going from Dublin to Belfast on the train, or even on the road, you'd have to pass by or quite near Drogheda.
Did it hit off that?
Drogheda. Oh. Kerry, I love Kerry. My grandfather was from Kerry.
Me too.
Yeah, well, we all love you. But my grandfather was from Kerry, and Killarney, Dingle, out that way.
Where is Fungi?
Fungi died.
Did you hear the new dolphin that was swimming around?
No.
There was like something where they were bringing out the boats and they caught a dolphin coming in. Sure.
Siobhan, keep an eye out because the zoo runs summer camps, and it is absolutely brilliant. They bring them in.
I got a job interview in there, for the summer camp.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. You can, but keep an eye. They can go in and be like zookeepers for the day, and they do all different. Like obviously not with the animals per se.
Yeah.
but they're like go in and help clear out the cages and do all that. Absolutely brilliant.
I remember one time I was in Dublin Zoo with a friend and we saw the great silverback break the glass.
Yeah. Sorry, just to say, Siobhan, there is always, and sorry, you might be interested in this as well. There is always a waiting list for it, but absolutely, I've no way of getting her in. Yeah, that's a pity. Yeah.
Applied for that to be one of the instructors.
Yeah, there's been, I saw on what you call it, RTE app there was some humpbacks spotted as well.
It's because the waters got warmer, I think, and because it's coming up to summertime, like our bordering waters will get warmer.
Yeah, no, I know, but but you know what? There was actually a friend of Kerry's who was doing a level 5.
Done her level 6 now.
Yeah, no, but at the time she was doing level 5
in animal care, and that's all you need to be a zookeeper.
Yeah, she got into the zoo that way. No, she has left because obviously it closed down with COVID, as everything in the bloody place has.
But to be a zookeeper, you only need your QQI level 5. Like, it does help if you've done zoology and other things, but if you have enough experience in that field.
But you know, Sinead, look into. I know there's an experience you can buy now. I don't know the price, but I remember I wasn't overly shocked at the price. And it was, you can pay, like, we say for someone's birthday, that they'd be to a zookeeper for the day, and there was adults coming in. I think, was it St. John did it? There was someone did it. Yeah, there was someone did it.
We went to Monkey World, that was shite.
Yeah.
The whole butchery just covered up the glass.
But you look into it, Sinead, because, you know, coming up, it might be something even you could save for and treat yourself to one day or a weekend, or I don't know how long it was for. I think it was a day. But you go in with the keepers.
Monkey World wasn't that great.
Yeah, we went to Monkey World. She was on the telly. Do you remember the big where they rescued all the chimps
from different things? And when we got there, we were expecting it to be like kind of busy. It was empty.
Go on.
Oh, no.
Stop! Be nice to yourself. Jesus Christ, woman.
Yeah. See this thing that they want to do? I don't know how well it's going to work.
What?
They want to release Irish wolves back into.
Yeah, that didn't they say they were going to corner off or fence off some big part of Donegal?
Yeah, no, there was.
Put them on the border. Stop them frozen.
Did anyone else see this thing, right? They did this thing where they were like animals that have gone extinct in Ireland, right? And obviously they talk about the red wolves, red squirrels, and all that. And then they said the Irish elk. Now I thought, it's a deer. It's a moose. What's a moose?
Who's a moose?
The Irish elk is a moose.
Kerry, you're insane.
It's over 7. That's taller than a moose. It's a moose. If it's over 7 foot, it's a moose. I remember just looking at it going,
oh my God, I don't know. Right, lads, it is an hour and 45 minutes. We're going to have to go. It's a moose.
It's a moose.
Loose, there's a moose loose in the hoose.
Like, there was a thing, and they were showing like the height of it, and it said the average deer is.
I love his voice.
Is like this height, and then I went. The Irish elk was 7.5 meters. No, feet. Sorry, feet.
I was going to say meters. Feet in the house.
7.5 feet. Right. I was like bigger than a moose. Did anyone else know mooses could run on water? What?
Okay, do you know what, Kerry? It's too late at night for this. You're doing my head in there.
They run on water. There's a moose loose around this house.
I think you're tired. Are you tired? You sure?
No.
Yeah. Oh my God. So lads, I think we're going to leave it there because it's an hour and 45 minutes. And I think we've covered everything. We never did our... Oh, before we go, I got a game. I'm trying to see if I have the picture. And it was... yeah, she is weird. What the fuck's up with her? We got a game in Galway. Mum got it for us. Mum got it for the kids. She got it for us. She got it for the kids. I can't find the bloody picture. But if you use your Spotify and it gives you... what you call them? Well, you weren't there. It gives like words and stuff, and you have to find the playlist, and then you can either sing the song or name the artist and singer. And they're the only two ways you get points. And we great crack. We each looked them. Oh, very good. If I remember, I'll show it to you next week. Good game if you're sitting at home and you have Spotify or any of them. Oh, yeah. Right, lads, we're going to go. And we will talk to you next week. We'll have a live, but it'll be from Galway. And then the week after. What's happening the week after?
I can't remember.
Well, we've got a small shop and we've got 2 things we're going to cook for this week because we have no... So
Food.
the 2 of us in the house. So we're not buying a
no
lot of food. So we're going to buy food we have to cook. And we're going to do cooking video.
We have a freezer.
You have to cook.
Why am I cooking?
Because we like you cooking. Right, we will go and we will see you all next week. Take care of yourselves and each other, guys. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.